Yeah, I'll take a snapshot too.
We
Fred?
we told Fred that he was really cute, but in another week he's going to grow so much he'd just be cute. And then a week after that he'd just be a dog.
Got a picture of Dale. They were deer hunting, and he was in his pajamas, but he had these antlers because you know you pick them up there in the woods, and he had antlers. And Gloria took his picture. He was walking around the campsite like this with his antlers. And Gloria said, "Get the hell in here! You're going to get shot." Okay, now what do we do?
Will?
Start getting this stuff out.
Yeah, good. Here, let me get my. Don't do anything yet till I.
Stay right there. So you don't like fishing for breakfast,
Oh, I'm not really into it that much. Some people love it.
Well, what can they furnish the poles and all that?
Well, now these might be charters. Yeah, I think they are. So yeah, you can charter these for like a half day.
Yeah, that's what they are.
Yeah, that's what they are.
They guarantee you get fish.
I think you generally do. It's parallel parking. That's the kind we did, right? It was parallels, yeah, in line, right? Oh, did they give us tickets? Yeah, you got the receipt, don't we? I guess he.
Oh, we got more than one. I got two. Oh, all right, yeah. All right. Oh, that's funny. It was a book.
Up today before we start. First off, everything that has ever come to this island from the 1800s till today comes by boat. Whatever goes off the island goes by boat. So that's very synonymous with what happens. The other thing is, you have to think of, this island was totally clear cut. Totally. And we're going to start out with just a few things, but 1835, one man, William Burton, came on a steamship. But to get here, the Erie Canal opened in 1827. How many been to Frankenmuth, Michigan, Chicken City? Bavarian German settlers. I lived there for 20 years. The same way here. So when that Erie Canal opened, the shipping migration started from Albany to Buffalo, Buffalo to Chicago. To get here to this cove, which we'll talk about in a minute, it took 90 days to traverse. 90 days, it's a long time. And I've known for my age, I said, Lee, tell me who Rule Shank is. He said, heck, you don't know, make up a story. I said, I don't do that. I don't make up a story. He said, and he worked out here for 20 years. He never knew who it was either. But these are the crosses that were made on the island. Come on, we're going down. Here's wheel off an axle. After the turn of the century, yeah, there was gasoline out here. But you know why everybody left? One word. What dissolved the farmers was the word coal. The ships stopped coming here when they converted to coal after the 19th century. They had no reason to stop here. Wheel off an axle. After the turn of the century, yeah, there was gasoline out here. But you know why everybody left? One word. What dissolved the farmers was the word coal. The ships stopped coming here when they converted to coal after the 19th century. They had no reason to stop here.
There aren't any boats out there.
I'm glad our trip wasn't yesterday like this. No, we were lucky yesterday.
You can't see South Manitou from here, so you'd have to go around the corner and face north. Here, Danny, get her now. Good way. There you go. That'll be good.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Praise to it. Or you'd be walking in mud. We used to drive 1964 trucks. If you know any history of us on Manitou Transit. They were pickup trucks and you had seats along the side and the back. Same shape as a trailer, only you could haul 10 people. We had 5 of them. And we got rid of them because you could never get the fuel filters for them and the carburetors because the gas today ate them up. So now some of the people that bought them have restored them. Now, the Valley of the Giants. The cedars you saw at the Beck Farm came out of this area in here. Oh, okay. I have a friend that lives down here. I'm surprised he's not out. We have a lot of chipmunks, and he's out here. Seriously, he's a beggar. But why these trees were left, what few there are left that have reached that age, back in the 1870s, when they really started the harvesting of the cedars, you and I had an 8-foot 2-man saw, 8 foot long. Well, prevailing wind and sun was always a southwest. Today, southwest. Why? Less than a quarter, probably an eighth of a mile away are the dunes. The big hills here are all sand. Sand and prevailing wind got into some of those trees in the bark. Well, it's like a saw and sand don't go together. It's like oil and water. They separate. Every one of those teeth on those saw had to be sharpened individually. They left them. They left them. And those trees had been here a long time before that. The tree straight down as you make the bend is one of the older ones. All these are old trees. We're going to take this boardwalk. You're going to meet Mr. Noddy. You're going to see some living cedar coming out of some of the dead stumps and trees. Very unusual. We're going to go to the end of the boardwalk, and then we're coming back because we got to hustle down to the shipwreck. And we've got about an hour and 10 minutes before the boat
We'll just
leaves.
stay here because we're coming back to get you.
The first one burned. Everything was on Burton's Fork. That's where the village was. And I'll show you when we proceed on down where it was at. You notice all the windows on your back here are all on this side? When you go out, make sure you look at the two pictures on the wall from 1898 showing this just before it was finished and when it was finished in 1898. When they cut and clear cut, as you see, the prevailing sun comes from the south and southwest. So they moved the windows from this side to that side, to the south side, put the chalkboard here. This schoolhouse has been completely redone, per se, drywall and such. The windows were the same. It was deplorable. The last time it was used was 1947. The school mom was paid $50 a month. Out of the $50 a month, she paid $30 room and board. So, not a lot of money. Now, she was a custodian because she had cold weather, spring weather, damp weather. She had to get the fire started, had to make sure the stove was clean. She was also the teacher as well as the nurse. She could have up to 30 students at one time. And if you were in 8th grade, and that's as high as you had to go, Michigan passed a law in 1871 also that you had to go to school until you were 16 or in 8th grade. And if you wanted to go past that, you had to go to the mainland. They hoped she would be an islander because the island people were very close-knit. At the height of both islands, there were approximately 500 people. Basically 74 here on this island at one given time. And the farmers, we'll talk about that, there were 13, I'll let you know that much. There were 13 farmers. But they came and they homesteaded because they had a chance to do something and sell produce. But the school kids, they had to walk to school. Now, everything like I said came by boat. The draft horses, before the turn of the century, the cattle roamed free. There were outhouses. The boys' house got knocked down twice, got put back up. The third time it got knocked down, it got crushed. And you girls said, uh-oh, you don't touch our outhouse. So when you walk out, you'll see the addition that was put on, the new high-end Kohler bathrooms that are in there. I live on Main Street about 7 months a year, and I'm up and down all the time. And my next door neighbor, her name was Lorraine Goos, or Goose, G-O-O-S. Her father was a lighthouse keeper.